Hey guys, welcome back to Unqualified Critics, a brand new cabinet, never before, as far as I know, announced or even teased from Arcade1up. Defender 40th anniversary is available for pre-order. Now, before you get too excited, I know my first thought, and I bet it was your first thought too. Are we finally going to get a proper Defender controls layout? Well, the answer is kind of. So we do get dedicated button labels. I can tell you as someone who played Rampage, the Rampage Arcade1up that came with Defender, that layout was busted. I had a few people try to argue that, but man, it was just not good. To remember which buttons were which, you effectively had to use the player 1 buttons and the player 2 buttons at the same time. Here at least you're all on one side and you get the labels. For sure, an improvement. Still not a Defender button layout, of course, because at the end of the day, this is the Midway 12-in-1 with all the titles it comes with. Before I go any further, I do want to show you my sponsor, Coldest Water. I want to thank the Coldest Water for supporting this channel over the past several months. They've been a terrific sponsor, and they make a really good product. I have several of their products. I've got friends and family that have got on this stuff now. If you're looking for something to keep your coffee hot or your water cold or beer koozies, they even have dog dishes, hilariously, but this stuff is extremely well insulated. It's awesome for the beach, camping, hitting the pool, or just having something to drink out of at your desk that isn't some plastic water bottle leaching BPA or God knows what else into your system. If you want to shop there, I've got a link below. Use code UC10 to save 10% off your entire order. So let's take a look at this cabinet and think about, is it worth it? So to be clear, this is the exact same games list as the 12-in-1 Midway. Looks like it's got the same control panel that meets the wings on the side, the same marquee that some people didn't like, but the artwork does look pretty good. And instead of the cheesy coin decal you get on the front, you get 40th anniversary artwork. I guess just says, what, 40th anniversary. I think that control panel looks a little better. And before you think I've forgotten a previous opinion, I know I've said before I'm a fan of the coin doors. I am a fan of the coin doors, but not the coin door decal, an actual molded coin door. So in lieu of a real coin door molded, I'd much rather just have this. So my first thought on this cabinet is it looks pretty good, especially if someone already owns the Mortal Kombat Arcade1up and then they want to buy this Midway games list because it comes with so many great titles. This might be a good place to start because now you have more variety in your game room, visually at least. We can see that the new legacy cabinets are hitting 450, and this is not the first new title legacy cabinet, which really just is a rebrand or a reskin. In fact, the Galaga cabinet is showing 449 with the Pac-Man Cabaret style side panels. I think this looks pretty good. I posted this to the community page the other day and I said, hey guys, do you think this is sort of a ripoff or good to have choice? But I didn't mention my opinion in that post. My opinion is I think it's great to have choice. You may not want another Pac-Man type product. In your game room, you might already have a Pac-Man table. I know I do. I've got the Miss Pac-Man cocktail. So to me, seeing the Galaga artwork looks good. You know, whether or not you like this giant kickplate graphic or not, sort of up to you. It does look like it's got the lack of tilt in the control panel, which we know has been an issue with some of their titles. And then the only other thing of note is that $450 price point. But again, that now is clearly the standard price point for the legacy cabinets. So these are the same cabinets we've known. However, I do think the labels on the buttons matter for Defender. It's not intuitive which button it would be, especially since this isn't the same physical layout as the original Defender game. And then, of course, you get that nice games list lineup. You still get the Mortal Kombat titles. You get Joust. You get Rampage, although you don't have 3-player controls. You get Gauntlet, although you don't have 3-player controls. Paperboy, which I don't see playing with the normal joystick. Root Beer Topper, I hear works actually surprisingly well with the normal joystick. Bubbles, Tubin, and Wizards of War. So it looks good to me. I'm just glad we all have options to pay that $450 price point. Even though I know it's more than $400, I still feel like this is somewhat reasonable. Whereas the Arcade1up pinballs for $850, the $600-700 titles like Simpsons, I don't think that's reasonable at all. $450, I can kind of dig it. Anyway, wanted to let you guys know this is out there. Sometimes Arcade1up searching for it on Walmart's website doesn't work. you search for Arcade1up and this stuff just doesn't come up. So I will put links below. They are affiliate links. So if you want to support the channel and hit those links and order it, please do. But obviously just order these if you're into it. You know, maybe you already have this covered. Maybe you already had the Namco 12-in-1. I'm not sure. And then lastly, the mist pack is now at $246. It does keep dropping. These will sell out eventually. This is the mist pack without Dig Dug, so it's not one I would probably get. But for 245 bucks, this is a good way to break into the Arcade1up collecting, or a good way to fill out your collection a little bit. Thanks for watching. I want to hear from you in the comments if you think these are reasonable prices, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Big shout out to all of my channel members. If you want to join Unqualified Critics, hit the red button below that says join, and thank you for watching.
Game over.